All right, so today we're going to be changing the oil on my Volvo D13 2015. It's pretty standard for most Volvos, not completely the same, but man, who organized this? Me. All right, so to start out, I'm going to go over what you need, and you know, you may need some other things out the way, and I'll show you if I do, but this is all I can remember because I haven't started yet. So first of all, for your oil drain, you're going to need 1.25 inches if you still have the stock drain bolt. And then for me, I have a breaker bar. This is just from Harbor Freight. Breaker bar, because it's usually just perfectly cinched on there. And then so I'm not there all day, I also bring under my 1/2 inch ratchet. So 1.25 inches and 1/2 inch ratchet. Then I have this filter wrench for the oil filters. Here we have your 2 full flow and then your bypass. This is going to be on the far left if you're on the other side. This will be on the, I guess, closest to the rear of the vehicle is this one right here. And you can tell by the notches. And then also because if you look at the size of this hole versus the size of that hole, I don't know if you can tell, they are different. The bypass one is bigger. So there. And then I have my own grease. This is the grease it came with. I'm going to grease my 5th wheel with that. This is the spin-on fuel filter that's on this side. And then this is your Davco fuel water separator filter. And it also has your gaskets on there. Make sure it's got your gaskets. One goes on the base and one goes on the cap. So, yeah. Here is your oil sample kit. In case you're using one of those, this is from Blackstone Laboratories. So you're going to fill it up. If you're doing it yourself, make sure, or if you tell someone else to do it, like if you're at a speed car or something like that, let them drain it out for about 10 seconds and then put it in. That's what Blackstone says. I assume that they want a good average reading. They don't want all the stuff that's at the very bottom of the oil. So once you get that, you're going to wrap it in this stuff, this oil absorbent mat. Wish I had 2 hands to do this. Put it in here, fill out the paperwork that isn't showing right now, get your window sticker out, booyah, and then send it off. 2 to 6 weeks later, you get your stuff, depending on the time of year. I use good old Shell Rotella 5W40. It's got all the good, as Vice Grip Garage says, vitamins and minerals. So then I got brake clean because I like to clean it off once I'm done. Right now I've got a bit of an oil leak down there, and coolant leak. There's a reason I'm working on my truck right now. It's got all kinds of issues. It's a sick dog right now. Anyway, I'm going to do all this, a few other things, and then I'm going to send it off to the shop and get everything fixed. But anyway, brake clean, roll of paper towels, shop towels. Here's a canister of diesel. Very factory. Bought this from the store, just like this. Just kidding. I filled it up just a washer fluid bottle to drain out the fuel water separator and then put it back in. Also to prime up the spin-on filter. You're gonna need a big butt one of these, or figure it out. I don't know how you're gonna do it, but you got to find a way to put down some serious oil capacity down on the ground there. So all of that looks good. I've got 5 sitting there, and then I've got 2 over there, 5 gallons of oil. So I need about 7.5. Always start low and add, because if you overfill it, that's what happened here. I took it to a Goodyear, had them change my oil, and it was a little high in the place, and he's like, just check it tomorrow morning. It was this guy who was a big idiot. I'm sorry, I don't call people that very often, but it's like, this guy did not know what he was talking about. Just the whole day. I shouldn't even listen to him about this, but he's like, just check it in the morning. It'll be perfect, spot on. Trust me. Check the next morning. It was even higher. And it was my fault. I didn't realize that it being even just as little as it was over, that was a problem until I started getting all kinds of leaks. And then later I found out that was a problem. So don't overfill it. Please learn from my mistakes. Yeah, throw that away. So your first step is going to be taking off the cap, because on your drain pan, you're going to be taking it out, and then it's going to have vacuum. So this will help it drain out the fastest. All right, so now you're just going to loosen up this bolt. I will not be able to do it while filming, at least I don't think, but I'm going to choose not to because I don't want to strip it, but oh, never mind. Boom, loosen it up. And then evidently I didn't loosen it enough. loosen it up, and then come in. And really hope this doesn't splash on me. I know it will. It seems to always do that. All right, perfecto, nice. Hope you could see that. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Barely got any on me. And if you saw in my supplies thing, it said to pack your shop towels. Go ahead and bring those under here. Oh, and put down cardboard if you're working in your driveway like me. Man, I should have put that on there too. And if you have a coolant leak, make sure not to get it on your nice sweatshirt. Man, I'm forgetting all kinds of stuff to say. Yeah, if your oil pan looks like this, you're probably neglecting your truck. Anyway, go ahead and, you know, set this down either in there or find somewhere fun. I'm just gonna do that. I'm gonna get out, let it drain for as long as you can. Get every drip and drop out of that oil and make sure it's not overflowing. If you've gotten to this point and it's not overflowing, if you have the same thing as me, you're fine. But there is a vent on the other side. So yeah. All right, so I repositioned the oil pan to be still letting it drain right into the corner there. And then it's gonna have clearance for the diesel to fall in from up there, as long as I'm careful. See, it's pretty clean because I just changed it, I feel like 25,000 miles ago. All right, here we go. Oh crap, this is hard doing one-handed. All right, once you get it finger loose like that, start spinning until it starts leaking some diesel down. And again, if you just want to kind of let it go like that, you should be wearing eye protection as well. I wear glasses because I'm a nerd, so I don't need safety glasses. Who's a real nerd? Alright. Don't wear your favorite clothes when you do any of this, by the way. And once you get kind of, once you get near the end like this, you want to be very smooth. I'm gonna set this right there. And I call that a success. I only had a few drippings on my concrete that I forgot to, again, put a paper towel down, but it's all right. You see some splatter yonder. Yeah, I call it a success. Now it's pre-fill the next one and get it up in there. I'm gonna either change gloves or, yeah, I'm gonna change gloves. There's diesel over this one, so I wanna put the next one on dry and clean so I can tell in the future if there's a leak. All right, folks, don't be like me and forget to take your oil sample and have to go under there while it's down to just a drip and wait forever to fill it up. Oh my gosh, I don't know how I forgot, but I think it's because I was filming. So anything for you guys, huh? So yeah, just get it. Wish I could get a little more, but it was literally down to drip, and I'm like, I'm not gonna wait here for an hour. I think this is good. I can't remember what they say. I think 3/4 bottle. So I'm gonna get it cleaned off the sides and screwed up. Oh my gosh, check this out. So I just went in the garage to find a box to put, literally just do exactly this, but just in a box. And I found this thing. I don't remember what we bought that it had these circle templates. So I just threw 7 $15,000 worth of Gorilla Tape on here. I don't know why I use that tape. I should use packing tape. That's much cheaper. Anyway, look at that. Now I can prime my filters. Heck, even slide them near there and just loop, loop. That is crazy cool. I wish it had 3 because I need 3 for the oil side. But yeah, now I can prime them. Because look, everyone's going to argue that you don't need to prime them. Literally shows right there. So the top one is prime. The second one is lubricate the O-ring. Third one is spin it on until tight ice or hand tight right there. And then it says plus a spin. Seems like a lot. So I get our diesel out of here. And I need to be much less careful now because it's like, you know, already ready to rumble. And this does take a lot of diesel. I remember doing this last time. So I probably will run out and I'll either siphon some out of the tanks or go buy more. I'm not a big fan of siphoning out of the tank because I don't know what kind of siphon I have. And if it's going to be clean, I'd rather this be like perfectly clean. You know what I mean? And obviously, yeah, I'm going to run out. So go get some more. All right, here is how you change out cabin air filter on a Volvo. Going out the outside, you got to open the hood, obviously. Check this. Mine's a little deformed, but then this flap comes up. You want to pay attention to which way the flaps are facing, so they're pointing in. Yeah, you can just kind of see down there. You see the bugs and stuff in there that's not crawling through your air. That clip and everything in sight. There we go. All right. And throw your retention pins on there. There we go. All right. Pitch this. Because this is like a not super important piece of the truck, I do buy these from Amazon, like 2 for $30, and I just change them more often. The only thing you're risking is them not filtering as well, which is not the end of the world. So I just change more often, just to filter, for goodness sakes. And there is one inside the cab as well, but I don't need to change that one, so I won't show you. All right, I got the diesel, and yeah, I'm ready to throw it in. This is the old filter, and I'm gonna put it in here with the old oil filters. Go ahead and bring the good one. Oh, she is full. I didn't think I put her that full. All right. Really hope the bottom of the box doesn't blow out on me. All right. I guess just throwing her down in there. Okay. All right, so on this 2015 Volvo of mine, here's your air dryer. There's your def tank. Your battery's right under there. And there is your air dryer. I fanned all the air out of the system. And you can see, got the matching filter. Got a big old filter wrench. So hopefully I can throw this on there pretty easily. And don't forget that this O-ring is gonna have to go on, and that you should make sure the old one comes off. All right, so here it is. They give you this tool. Don't like separate it. It's meant to flex. So basically this is gonna come down with the cap, 27mm socket to take it down. It's gonna come down, and then this is gonna be stuck in there. So you have to take this, and see it won't fit in there. You gotta squeeze it. Squeeze in there, let it go, and then pull down. Whenever you're going to install it, open it up, push it in through the top. Roger that. All right, you can see I just kind of cleaned everything off right here. It's drying up. Cleaned it with some contact cleaner. Surely you don't have to do this, I suppose, but I just wanted to make sure it was all spick and span. This is a sensitive system, and don't want to have little specks getting in there. So, yep, I'd say that's somewhat clean. So I'm gonna take this. I found this to fit. I was looking at some things online, but no one else this size seemed to fit mine. This is an 1 1/8" wrench. Okay. It's breaking loose. All right, back with some pliers. Let's see about getting this thing out. There we go. Here comes some def. Smells lovely, as we know def to smell. There it is. She was a little brown, huh? I'd say she was due. Dirt on the inside, clean up the threads. Alright. Plug. All right, that was much easier than getting it out. Just had to push it. Pull limbs out. Put the plug in. Probably won't stay. Nope. So now I'm gonna, off camera, I'm gonna clean this out because you can see it's a little crusty on the inside, so I'm gonna clean this off. So that's one of the benefits of doing this yourself, is look how clean it is. You know, maybe the shop would have left it dirty. It's cleanish on the cap, but all right, back in with that. Come back on. This always, when you're threading stuff on, start left, and then once you catch it, go right. Without all that grime, slides on a lot better. All right, change out the fuel filter. There's just a simple valve. You're gonna open, take the top off to release the pressure. All right. Yep, that's a spill right there. Make sure you have ample cardboard under there. Don't be like me and only have a little bit. All right, here it is. So it didn't ever fill up, as you saw. But I had probably 50,000 miles on this, maybe 60, because, yeah, it didn't ever fill up, and I've never seen anything that apparently says you have to fill or change it, because, I don't know, either there were, I guess could have been a hole in here, or I'm just getting really clean diesel, you know, that could always be a thing. You see at the top there, that's like clean still. Down there at the bottom is the only part that's been catching stuff. So, yep. I'm gonna put this down in the drain pan. We need to get, well, there's still liquid in here. You see, it's gonna make a huge mess. Not a huge mess. Let it drain out the rest there. And this is dirty, but you know, I've seen a lot worse. And this is part of that filter, this little rubber thing here. Whew. There we go. All right. Dripping it down there. Once it dries out, or empties out, I'm gonna come in here with some contact cleaner, paper towels. Tasty diesel fuel. Isn't it crazy that diesel fuel costs less than a gallon of milk these days? Wish I could drink diesel, it'd be cheaper. I'm not gonna lie to you though, I don't drink milk though, so I don't know why I'm complaining. So while that finishes out, I'm gonna clean this out, and also the O-ring right here, I'm gonna get a pick that out, and there's also an O-ring on the cap, which is right here. So I'm gonna pick both of those up. Oh, this one already came off. Easy pleasy. Toss that down there. So, yeah, I'm gonna retrieve some of this. If not, just be able to clean it and flush it down that valve there, put some clean diesel, and rinse and repeat. Make sure when you're doing this stuff, you're handling liquids, to only use proper government approved containers that are properly labeled. Okay. People of the internet, I found a good way to make it not splash. Put the filter down there. Anyway, just been going along, flushing and flushing. It's getting cleaner. This is future me on this video here. Thanks for watching. Probably pretty boring video, or not, maybe, but just a little bit of tidbit of, you know, just some footage on being an owner operator. You can't let the shop be responsible for every single aspect of your maintenance. So thanks for tagging along, and there'll probably be future events again to talk about, you know, I kind of left some gaps in what happened to the truck that the shop needed to fix. So we'll probably be on the next video. So thanks for watching.